let's face it, y'all, managing your own database is, at best, annoying. You probably have better things to do, right? You're building stuff. Well, that's why I'm going to introduce you to a friend of mine. Her name is Managed Postgres. Sparkle effects. That's what I'm going to be showing you today, so let's hop into the tour. All right, so here we have my revolutionary Next.js app. It's called Sneeze Tracker. It allows you to track sneezes. Let's go ahead and give it a whirl locally. Massive sneeze in the office. It scared my dog. Record sneeze. Look at that, amazing. And now I'm ready to launch this as a new Fly application, and I'll be using Managed Postgres for the data storage. All right, so here I have my application. Let's go ahead and run fly launch. This is going to create a new application for us. So I'm in the Pacific Northwest, and it's asking me if I'd like to switch to a region that manages or that has managed Postgres. I'm gonna hit yes. Let's do LA. I hope I pronounced that right. Okay, cool. So it's already detected that I need a Postgres database, and so it's given me some options for that. Do I want to tweak any of these settings? I'm going to say no. All right, so it's starting off by creating a new Postgres cluster for my app. This is going to be a high availability cluster with both a primary and a replica. And it's going to go ahead and attach this database to my Next.js app. And when I say attach, all that means is it's going to set the database URL environment variable. Now, if you already have an application running and you'd like to instantiate a new Postgres cluster on your own, you can also run the command fly mpg create. From there, you can attach that cluster to your application using fly mpg attach. Now, there's two different ways that your application can connect to your database. One is just through a direct database URL connection string. That's pretty straightforward. But by default, we actually use the connection pooler URL instead. So you've got direct and connection pooler, and we use PgBouncer. Whether or not you use the connection pooler or the direct URL, these connection strings are specific to a given user and database, and you can add new users and databases through the dashboard. Okay, so now it looks like my app is live. Let's go ahead and check it out. Open Sneeze Tracker. Let's record a sneeze. Let's record a tiny one. Grocery store. Look at that. Amazing. Managed Postgres also provides logs for both your primary and your replica. Again, like I said, this is a high availability cluster, and we handle automatic failovers for you. In addition to the logs, we also provide a metrics dashboard. This is going to show you information both specific to your primary and your replica, things like CPU utilization, memory usage, pooler connections, things like that. Managed Postgres also comes with all of the default modules and extensions that come with Postgres 16, some of which are enabled by default. As far as third-party extensions go, we also offer PostGIS and pgvector. Now, there's a lot more to cover, but the last thing I want to touch on are backups. Now, there are two kinds of backups that Fly will handle for you. One of them is full backup, which is just, all of your data, pretty self-explanatory, and we run these every single day. The other type is incremental backups, which is just whatever data has changed since the last backup, and that might be since the last full or incremental backup. Now, you can of course create any kind of backup anytime you like, but these are the ones that we handle automatically. Now, in the case that you need to restore your database, you've got a couple of options. One is just to restore from a full backup. This is going to be your fastest option, and it's pretty straightforward. Alternatively, you can use point-in-time recovery, which restores your database to a point in time, obviously. The way this works is we will take the last backup and then replay the wall logs to fill in the blanks of, whatever happened since then. Either way, Fly removes all of the headaches surrounding backups and recovery so you can focus on building your app. If you'd like to learn more about Fly Managed Postgres, you can check out this link down below. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.